Welcome to Whatever Happened to Pizza at McDonald's, the investigative journalism program, or IJP, where I ask the question, whatever happened to the pizza at McDonald's? I'm your host, Brian Thompson. Attentive listeners will recall an incident from several months ago wherein I sought respite from my investigation by checking out my local library's DVD copy of the fantasy epic Willow. My plans were foiled, however, when I discovered my library's copy of Willow had been stolen. Countless days have passed ever since, without so much as a cursory police investigation into this serious crime, a fact with which I have only recently made some sort of psychological peace. But if there is a silver lining to be found in this miscarriage of justice, it is the opportunity I was afforded to champion the film Willow, which remains the greatest product of George Lucas's expansive imagination. If nothing ever comes of my pizza investigation, my soul will still achieve a measure of satisfaction, knowing someone, somewhere, was inspired by me to seek out this magical film about a little trickster who hides a baby from a witch. Which is why it was with no small measure of excitement that I read the following correspondence sent to me earlier this week. Dear Brian Thompson, my name is Director Ron Howard. You may know me from my many films I have directed, including Grand Theft Auto, Cotton Candy, Night Shift, Splash, Cocoon, Gung Ho, Parenthood, Backdraft, Far and Away, The Paper, Apollo 13, Ransom, Ed TV, Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, A Beautiful Mind, The Missing, Cinderella Man, The Da Vinci Code, Frost Nixon, Angels and Demons, The Dilemma, Rush, Made in America, In the Heart of the Sea, The Beatles, 8 Days a Week, Inferno, and yes, Willow, of which I have been told you are a celebrity champion of sorts. I have listened to your investigative journalism program, and while I do not remember when McDonald's served pizza, I find myself greatly impressed by your skills as both a journalist and a storyteller. Indeed, what is journalism if not a form of storytelling? Is there any difference between my film The Paper and an article in a newspaper? I like to think that there isn't much of one. In conclusion, I believe we would be perfect collaborators on a project I'm currently developing. That project is called Willow 2. Please contact me at the enclosed telephone number so that we may discuss the future of our favorite little trickster. Best regards, the director, Ron Howard.
Good afternoon, Lucasfilm.
Hello, my name is Brian Thompson. I just received an email from the director, Ron Howard, asking me to contact him at this number about discussing a possible movie project.
That must have been a scam or some kind of a trick. That's not something that would happen.
What do you mean?
There's no way Mr. Howard would give you this number and say contact him because he's not available at this number.
I have his email address. Is there any way to confirm it?
No, sir. Letting you know that's not a real thing.
Is Lucasfilm working on a project called Willow 2?
No.
That's not in any active development?
No, sir.
I see. Well,
Sorry about that.
Can you put me in touch with Mr. Howard?
I just told you that I couldn't.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
To further investigate this disturbing development, I contacted Mr. Howard's production company in the hopes that I might find a more direct line to the famed filmmaker.
Good afternoon, Imagine.
Hello, my name is Brian Thompson. I just received an email from the director Ron Howard yesterday asking me to contact him at the Lucasfilm offices, and I just called the offices. They said that I probably did not receive an email directly from Mr. Howard and that I was possibly the victim of a scam. I was just calling to see if I could confirm that I did indeed receive an email from him. This is about discussing a possible movie project called Willow 2.
Can you hold on a moment, please?
Yes.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, who did you say you received the email from?
I received an email from the director Ron Howard.
Okay, one moment, please.
Okay, thank you. Hello, my name is Brian Thompson. I received an email that was purportedly from the director Ron Howard yesterday asking me to get in touch with him about discussing a movie project called Willow 2.
What was the email that it was sent from?
op54 at rocketmail.com.
No, unfortunately, you've been scammed.
Oh, no. Well, is Willow 2 in active development?
No.
I see. Okay, well, I guess I'll just set up a regular meeting with Mr. Howard to discuss my ideas for the film.
Well, unfortunately, he just doesn't take general meetings, and he's quite busy right now with his own projects.
I see. And this is not a project that you think he would be interested in pursuing in the near future?
No. Do you have an agent?
I do not.
Okay. Unfortunately, you will need to have an agent to speak to people in production because they don't generally take unsolicited material.
I see. Can I ask you a strange question? Did anybody call and tell you not to talk to me?
No.
Anyone from a fast food corporation or anything like that? Or
No.
okay.
No.
Well, thank you for your candor.
Okay. All
Bye-bye.
right. Take care. Bye.
With no further correspondence from the alleged Ron Howard who originally contacted me, I can only conclude that I have indeed been the victim of another scam, most likely perpetrated by my frequent harasser, the confidence criminal, Monroe Boswell. This is not how I wanted to start the year 2018.